Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Greg, and I hope this video is finding its way to either Josh or David at ClearMax Windows. I found you guys on Bay Area Contractors and Home Remodelers. I saw your ad or post here, and I assumed your post was looking for more customers. And I wondered to myself, I can see the value of posting in these groups, but I also wanted to check out your website. So I did a quick Google search for window replacement San Diego, and I looked for you, and I didn't see you on the first page of Google, uh, and I didn't see you on the second page of Google. But I did see a whole bunch of other window replacement companies at the top, and I wondered why you guys weren't ranking. What I do, just by way of introduction, is I help companies, local companies, answer this question: how do you beat your customers to the top of Google search? If you're at the top of Google search, you're getting a whole bunch of organic search traffic, and if you structure your site correctly, you're getting traffic that has high buy intent. They're looking for you when they need you. I'm going to give you this video with a couple of suggestions as to what you might do to start getting that organic traffic to your site. And there's no obligation. Take this information and use it. If, however, you want to come back to me and talk further, I, of course, am more than happy to do that. So there are three main things that I would look at for you. The first one is content, the words and images on your site, both the quantity and the quality, of course. This allows Google to make some assumptions about authority, your authority in this area. The second thing that we'll look at is backlinks. Backlinks is a description of the way that your site connects to other sites on the internet. Google's algorithm looks at the way that sites are linked together, and if your site is linked to a number of other sites that they trust, then by association they might trust you. And the third thing is citations. That is the number of times your business is mentioned in local directories, and this gives relevance to the Google's algorithm in terms of rankability, and also is very key in getting you ranked into the Google Map Pack, which, as you probably know, sits right at the top of Google search, above organic search results. And if you can get into the Map Pack as well as organic results, you're going to get a whole bunch of traffic. So let me dive into what I see here for you in terms of these three things, and I hope they're useful. We will start with content. So I'm looking at a tool here that I pay for that analyzes websites for these three factors. What I'm seeing here is that the way that your site is currently written from a content point of view and a structure point of view is bringing you 15 organic search results or organic traffic per month. It's not a high number, and I think the reason for this has to do with a number of things, but largely to do with your content. So if I look at your content, we want to be looking for organic keywords. These are words and phrases that match what your customers might be searching for when looking for you on Google. So I typed in window replacement San Diego. I would look at the keywords here, and I would look for the keywords that you've written into your site that would be attracting traffic. And what I see here is the main keywords are not location based, and they are not buyer intent based really either. So I don't see any mention. I see San Diego here. I see San Diego here. So you're not necessarily at this point attracting customers that are local to you. I don't know whether your business is sort of very location based or whether you serve the whole of San Diego, the whole of California. I'm not quite sure, but I don't see a lot of local buyer intent keywords here in your site, which is why you're not getting a whole lot of organic traffic. Let me compare you to the top search result that I see for this keyword, for this search phrase, window replacement San Diego. I'm going to compare you to window world San Diego. Okay. The first thing that you'll notice here is that they have almost 400 organic visitors to their site every month. Now, I don't know what the conversion rate is, but let's say it's 25% or even 10%. That's 30 odd new customers a month that they might be generating just from a solid website traffic strategy. We'll take a look at their keywords because this could be the answer. You can see from the get-go then that they are targeting location-based keywords and to a certain extent buyer intent keywords too. Windows and doors, San Diego. Window World, San Diego. San Diego windows. Window replacement, San Diego. So they are doing a pretty good job of trapping traffic that is local to them and looking for their services. So the first thing that I would do, or that I would recommend to you, is to look at your keyword strategy and to start building into your content in a natural and organic way keywords that speak to buyer intent and keywords that speak to locations. I would also recommend that you break this down a little further. San Diego is a huge market, and you'd want to write perhaps into your content locations that we serve, and you'd want to start building keywords around some of those smaller towns or small cities around you. For example, window replacement Encinitas, window replacement Solano Beach, etc., because your potential customers in those areas might use those local keywords to find window replacement services. So that's the first thing, is your content strategy built around location-based buyer intent keywords. The second thing that I wanted to mention to you was backlinks. So as I mentioned to you, backlinks describes the network of other websites on the internet or on Google's index that your site connects to. This is a little bit of a popularity contest. So if you are linked with a lot of other websites called referring domains, and those domains are trusted by Google, then that trust flows to you and your site becomes trusted, and it allows Google to feel good about ranking you higher in search results. You have 200 backlinks from almost 100 referring domains. We'll look at your competition. They haven't got that many more than you. It says 280 backlinks from a little over 100 referring domains, but it's really important to understand here that not all backlinks are created equal. If you are in some way linked to a less trustworthy site, this is going to actually hurt your trustworthiness. So what you're going to want to do in here is go into your backlinks, weed out the ones that are hurting you, and find additional backlinks that will drive your site power and site trust up. This is an ongoing process of building and managing backlinks because you don't want to dump a whole lot of new backlinks onto your site immediately. That looks spammy to Google and can in fact hurt your trust factor. So that's the second thing. Look at your backlink strategy. The third thing I mentioned here is citations. Now, citations are really important, again, for building relevance, but also for, and with relevance, getting you placed into the map pack. So here's what I'm looking at in my particular search for window replacement San Diego. These three companies show up at the top of the Google search page in the map pack before the organic results. It's a great place to be. And these placements are driven largely off the quality of the reviews, the number of reviews, and the number of citations, that is the mentions of your business in directories, etc., etc. So let's take a look at citations. I've got this tool open, which will count the number of times your business name, address, or phone number is mentioned anywhere in the web. And what I'm seeing here is for ClearMax, you're mentioned 29 times. I did plug in your top competitor for that keyword search, Window World of San Diego, and it's still thinking, which means that they have. Usually, when this happens, there's a lot of citations that are being pulled in. So I'm guessing, although I unfortunately don't have this result in, that their citation number is a lot higher than yours. So that's the third thing that we would look at, is the number of citations plus the review strategy to get your site trusted to win one of the top spots in the Google Map Pack. let me do a little bit of a recap here for you guys. What you want to do to get your site ranking, to get that organic traffic. Think about what 400 high buy intent visitors to your site would do a month versus the 15 that you have today. Content. You'd want to look at your keyword strategy and start targeting some more local, more buyer intent focused keywords and write them into your content in an organic fashion. Look at your backlink strategy. Who are you connected with? Which of those connections is hurting you? What additional connections should you add to help you and drive your site power and give you rankability in the eyes of Google? And the third thing I talked about was citations. Where are you mentioned? Where is your name, your address, and your phone number mentioned on the site? What directories are you in? Which ones are you missing? Also keeping in mind that not all directories are created equal from a quality point of view in the eyes of Google. So you'd really want to keep an eye on the quality of the citations that you are creating for your site. Okay. This information I hope is useful to you. As I mentioned, there's zero obligation. I hope that you find a way to build these suggestions into your site. If Google ranking is even a part of your growth strategy, I believe it should be, but for some it's not, and that's no big deal either. If you'd like further help from me, I'm more than happy to have a further conversation. You'll see my phone number here, 323-327-3213, and I'll also send you an email at contact@clearmaxwindows.com. That's it, guys. I hope you find it useful, and I do hope that we have an opportunity to speak.